Just looking at him, looks like a mutant.
Peppers has it in the air! Back down the sideline! No one's gonna touch him!
Not too many guys come around like that. That's Julius Peppers.
How dominant was Julius Peppers actually? Julius Peppers was indeed a jack of all trades and an athletic freak of nature. He excelled in basketball, track and field, and dominated on the gridiron. But just how good was he really? When he hit freshman year at Southern Nash High, Peppers was already towering at 6'4", weighing 225 pounds, opting to play both running back and defensive lineman. In football, Peppers didn't hold back. He rushed for an impressive 3,501 yards and scored 46 touchdowns. But that wasn't all. He also wreaked havoc on opponents as a defensive lineman.
I'm bigger and I got more power, I guess. And I can run over people.
All these remarkable achievements culminated in Peppers being awarded the prestigious North Carolina High School Athletic Association Male Athlete of the Year in 1998. By the end of his high school days, Peppers had become a legend at Southern Nash. He was not only the top basketball player, but also one of the greatest football talents ever seen there. So many colleges wanted him that the school had to give him his own mail slot just for recruiting letters. Eventually, he chose a football scholarship at nearby North Carolina, where he could also walk onto the basketball team. However, recruiters had another persuasion. They believed his true calling lay in football. And as a redshirt freshman in 1999, Peppers proved them right by leading the Tar Heels in tackles for a loss with 10 and tallying 6 sacks. By his junior year in 2001, he had earned unanimous first-team All-American honors and scooped up several major awards, including the Lombardi Award for Top Lineman, the Chuck Bednarik Award for Best Defensive Player, and the Bill Willis Trophy for Best Defensive Lineman. Peppers was a force to be reckoned with on the football field. Over 3 years, he started 33 games and stacked up some impressive stats. 53 tackles for a loss, 167 tackles, 5 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, 5 forced fumbles, and 13 passes deflected. He also made history at UNC, ranking second all-time with 30.5 sacks. But Peppers wasn't just a football star. He also became a rare multi-sport athlete for the Tar Heels. He played in 56 basketball games for UNC. Although he didn't always get a ton of minutes, he still managed to average 4.5 points and 3.5 rebounds as a freshman, and 7.1 points and 4.0 rebounds as a sophomore. His explosive jumping skills led to 23 blocked shots and 32 steals in his 2-year basketball career. In the end, Peppers decided to focus solely on football for his final season. After his college days, heading into the 2002 NFL Draft, Peppers emerged as a top prospect with an impressive set of skills and unmatched athleticism. He possessed the strength to overpower offensive linemen and the speed to keep up with running backs and tight ends. There simply weren't many players like him in the 2002 draft. With his size, strength, and freakish athleticism, Peppers drew comparisons to Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor for his ability to dominate on the football field. When draft day arrived, Peppers was snatched up in the first round with the 2nd overall pick by the Carolina Panthers.
And the Panthers select Julius Peppers, defensive end from North Carolina.
In his very first NFL game against the Baltimore Ravens, Peppers left his mark by deflecting a pass from Ravens quarterback Chris Redman, helping to secure a crucial victory. And in his second game against the Detroit Lions, he made a statement with 3 sacks on Lions quarterback Mike McMahon, forcing a fumble and sealing a decisive 31-7 win for the Panthers. Throughout his rookie season, Peppers continued to shine. Despite being suspended for the last 4 games due to a violation of the NFL's substance abuse policy, he managed to rack up impressive stats: 29 solo tackles, 7 assisted tackles, 12 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 1 interception, and 5 passes defensed. His outstanding performance earned him the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year award, solidifying his status as a rising star in the league. In his second year, Peppers became a key part of the Panthers' defensive line, alongside Brenson Buckner, Chris Jenkins, and Mike Rucker. While all were talented, Peppers stood out as the linchpin, taking on double teams and creating opportunities for his teammates, while also getting to the quarterback himself. Coordinators know that having a disruptive force on the edge is crucial for a defense, and Peppers fit that role perfectly. Together, they helped the Panthers achieve an impressive 11-5 record. Throughout the season, Peppers tallied 7 sacks, 46 total tackles, 39 solo, 3 passes defended, and 3 forced fumbles in 16 games and starts. But it was in the postseason where he truly shined. In the wildcard round against the Dallas Cowboys, Peppers made a significant impact with 1 tackle, 1 interception, and 1 pass defense, contributing to the Panthers' 29-10 victory. In the divisional round against the St. Louis Rams, Peppers continued his dominance with a sack, 2 passes defensed, and 4 tackles, helping the Panthers secure a 29-23 win in overtime. The following week in the NFC Championship, against the Philadelphia Eagles, Peppers played a crucial role in leading a dominant defensive performance. He recorded 2 tackles as the Panthers held the Eagles to just 3 points, securing their ticket to the big game. Unfortunately, despite Peppers' efforts, the Panthers fell just short against the New England Patriots, a rising NFL dynasty at the time. Nevertheless, Peppers still managed to make an impact with 2 tackles in the 32-29 loss. By the 2004 season, Peppers had firmly established himself as one of the league's elite players. In a standout performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Week 12, he showcased his versatility and dominance by blocking a 26-yard field goal attempt, returning a 46-yard interception for a touchdown, recording a sack and making 4 tackles, including a crucial stop on a 68-yard screen pass. Throughout the season, Peppers amassed an impressive stat line: 52 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 11 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, 9 passes defended, 4 stuffs, 1 block kick, and 2 defensive touchdowns. He also set an NFL record for recording 143 total interception return yards, the most ever by a defensive lineman in a single season. For his outstanding performance, Peppers earned his first NFL Pro Bowl selection and a spot on the NFL's All-Pro First Team. By the 2005 season, Peppers faced a series of injuries, including a broken bone in his right hand. Despite the pain, he powered through and still managed to contribute significantly to the Panthers' defense. He recorded 38 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 10.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 6 passes defensed, 5 stuffs, and 1 block kick throughout the season. The Panthers finished with an 11-5 record, earning a spot in the playoffs. In the wild-card round against the New York Giants, Peppers played a key role in shutting down the Giants' offense, which ranked 3rd in the NFL in points per game. He contributed 2 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 pass defense to help keep the Giants scoreless in a 23-0 victory. However, in the divisional round against the Chicago Bears, Peppers suffered shoulder injuries, despite the Panthers' 29-21 win. In the NFC Championship game against the Seattle Seahawks, Peppers battled through his shoulder injury to record 6 tackles, but the Panthers ultimately fell short, losing 34-14. The following year, in 2006, Peppers had a standout performance in Week 2 against the Minnesota Vikings, recording 8 tackles, 3 sacks, 1 stuff, 1 pass defense, and 1 block kick. By Week 6, he became the Panthers' all-time sacks leader after registering 2 sacks against the Ravens. He finished the season with impressive stats: 49 solo tackles, 9 assisted tackles, 13 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 6 passes defense, 7 stuffs, and 2 block kicks. Peppers earned his 3rd consecutive Pro Bowl trip and was named NFL First Team All-Pro for the 2nd time in his career. However, in 2007, Peppers faced challenges as he suffered from an undisclosed illness, leading to a down year statistically. He recorded 30 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, 2.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, 5 passes defensed, 1 stuff, and 2 blocked kicks. But 2008 marked a bounce-back year for Peppers. In a standout performance against the Oakland Raiders in Week 10, he recorded 7 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass defensed, leading the Panthers to a 17-6 victory. Peppers finished the season with impressive stats: 40 solo tackles, 11 assisted tackles, a career-high 14.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 5 passes defensed, 4 stuffs, and 1 blocked kick, and was named to the Pro Bowl once again. In the 2009 season, Peppers started strong with an impressive performance in Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles, recording 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 pass defensed, and 1 blocked kick. However, he went without a sack in the next 2 games. Peppers bounced back in Week 5 against the Washington Redskins, notching 5 tackles and 2 sacks, setting the tone for the rest of the season. He finished the season with 36 solo tackles, 6 assisted tackles, 10.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 interceptions, 5 passes defensed, 3 stuffs, 1 block kick, and 1 defensive touchdown. Although the Panthers failed to make the playoffs, As the season ended, the Panthers decided not to place the franchise tag on Peppers, making him an unrestricted free agent. Peppers then signed a lucrative 6-year, $91 million contract with the Chicago Bears, turning down a deal from the Panthers that would have made him the highest-paid defensive player in the league. Upon joining the Bears, Peppers wasted no time making an impact. In Week 1 against the Detroit Lions, he sacked quarterback Matthew Stafford and forced a fumble in the first half. In Week 5, facing his former team, the Panthers, Peppers made a memorable interception against Jimmy Clausen, punctuating the play with a shush gesture to the Panthers fans. He finished the game with 4 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 pass defense, as the Bears secured a 23-6 victory. For the season, Peppers amassed 43 solo tackles, 11 assisted tackles, 8 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 2 interceptions, 9 passes defensed, 5 stuffs, and 1 blocked kick. He earned his 6th Pro Bowl selection and was named to the first-team All-Pro as the Bears made the playoffs for the first time since 2006. However, they fell short in the NFC Championship game against the Green Bay Packers. At this point, Peppers was arguably at the peak of his prime, making disruptive plays that didn't always show up on the stat sheet. Beyond his impressive sack numbers, he consistently influenced games by collapsing pockets, sealing edges, and putting constant pressure on quarterbacks, leaving a lasting impact on every play. By the 2011 season, Peppers showcased his resilience and leadership by starting all 16 games for the Bears. Despite facing constant double teams and battling a sprained MCL in his left knee for much of the season, he led the Bears' defense with 11 sacks. His impressive performance included 33 solo tackles, 4 assisted tackles, 3 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 4 passes defensed, 6 stuffs, and 2 blocked kicks. Peppers earned his 7th Pro Bowl selection. In the 2012 season, Peppers fought through plantar fasciitis in his foot, but still managed to finish with 32 solo tackles, 7 assisted tackles, 11.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 4 fumble recoveries, 2 passes defense, 3 stuffs, and 1 blocked kick. His outstanding performance earned him another Pro Bowl nod, marking the 5th consecutive year. In 2013, Peppers continued to excel, recording 31 solo tackles, 14 assisted tackles, 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception, 3 passes defense, 2 stuffs, and 1 defensive touchdown. Despite his efforts, the Bears finished 8-8 and missed the postseason. After the season, Peppers was released by the Bears and signed a 3-year deal with the Green Bay Packers.
Bear Julius Peppers has switched sides in the NFC North. NFL media insider Ian Rappaport reporting the 8-time Pro Bowler has signed a 3-year contract with the Packers worth a maximum of $30 million.
In his first season with the Packers, he continued to make a significant impact, tallying 29 solo tackles, 15 assisted tackles, 7 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions, 2 defensive touchdowns, and 11 passes defended. His stellar performance helped the Packers make the playoffs, where they defeated the Cowboys, but fell to the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game, despite Peppers' notable efforts with 5 tackles and 1.5 sacks. In the 2015 season, despite speculation that he was past his prime, Peppers proved his doubters wrong by finishing with 25 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles, 10.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles, earning his 9th career Pro Bowl selection. In his final season with the Packers in 2016, Peppers continued to contribute, recording 15 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, 7.5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 3 passes defense. He helped the Packers reach the NFC Championship game again, but they were defeated by the Falcons. After his stint with the Green Bay Packers, Julius Peppers returned to the Panthers to finish his illustrious career.
I'm excited to be here. It feels good to be home.
At age 37, he showed he still had what it takes, racking up 11 sacks for a team that featured players who had grown up watching him dominate earlier in his career. Although the Panthers made the playoffs, they were eliminated in the wild-card round. Peppers signed another year extension in 2018 and concluded what would be his final pro season with 14 solo tackles, 8 assisted tackles, 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 1 fumble recovery, and 6 passes defensed. After this, he announced his retirement. When Julius Peppers retired, it marked the end of an era for one of the NFL's greatest athletes. Over almost 2 decades, the 6'7", 295-pound athletic powerhouse terrorized offensive tackles and quarterbacks, accumulating 159.5 sacks, ranking 4th in NFL history. He's the only player in NFL history with at least 150 sacks and 10 or more interceptions. Throughout his career, Peppers appeared and started in 18 playoff games, recording 49 total tackles, 6.5 sacks, and 11 tackles for loss. Peppers was one of the league's most dominant linemen during his 17-year NFL tenure. In 2024, Julius Peppers' remarkable career came full circle when he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2024. Peppers made it to Canton in his first year on the ballot, a fitting tribute to his dominance and impact on the game. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more NFL videos like this, be sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Your support means a lot to us. Thanks for watching.